Alright students, good morning. So today we are here for one very interesting activity that is called fishbowl activity. I think you all must be knowing about this because we have been playing in previous classes also. So today we are going to take two different topics. So all the children who are sitting in the inner circle, they are going to talk on more goals for India. And the time given to you is 5 minutes. So we are just going to start now. The moment they get finished, all the children who are sitting in the outer circle, they need to put the feedback. And the same process will be done for the children who are sitting in outer circle also. So is the game clear? Shall we start? Okay, so your time starts now.
I would like to pitch in by saying that India has made us very proud in the recent Olympic Games. We have gotten several medals and several gold, silver medals. But what if we need, in order to get more gold medals, there are many more implementations that we need to have, many more changes. For example, let's begin at our stage. We just get one period, one physical education period. Okay, how are we supposed to be aware about all the systems, about all the gaming policies? How are we supposed to be knowing all these?
So basically, we all see that some parents does not send their girl child to play. So this is very wrong thing, and awareness should be made among them that girls should also play. Like in rural areas, the stadiums and courts are very far away, and people need to travel a long distance. So that's why they don't prefer to do so, and parents also does not want their children to go far away like this.
This is the current situation of India. People will get everything after winning an Olympic medal. Neeraj Chopra got around 12 crore rupees after winning gold. That's good, encouraging Olympic winners. But if you see that 12 crore, if they would have invested in before the gold would have been in 2000.
Free coaching classes for sports in rural areas, as we know that talented players come from rural areas. So basically,
Okay, anybody to conclude? Yes.
I would like to say that our parents encourage us to just study and do something in studies rather than making us aware of doing sports. For example, I have one player, Varun Chakravarti, in cricket. He was an architect and he left it behind just to pursue cricket. And he was not getting paid, so that's why he chose cricket in place of it.
So now basically what should be done so that more players can come forward and can contribute to our country. So basically government should provide funding to schools so that they can develop more coaching, more courts, badminton courts, basketball courts and other stadiums also, which can help the players to come and show their talent. And the education and awareness should be made among the parents that sports is also very important, and we can show the importance of sports by certain role plays and other programs which can encourage the students as well as parents to send their children for sports, and this will help to grow, to get more goals for India.
Okay, thank you very much. Now it's the time for feedback. So we may start with Karan. Yes, please give your feedback on the discussion that you just heard.
Ma'am, I found that everyone was taking some sort of initiative to come forward to speak about their point. I could relate to Saurav's point, for example, of fact that support should be given during the struggle, not after the victory. And then I could relate to Roshnar's and Sarthak's point for the girl child. So yeah, it was a very fruitful discussion. I enjoyed it.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Kashish would like to add on something to it.
Everything went in flow, everyone was fluent, almost everybody did well. I agree with everyone, like coaching classes should start, and the equal opportunities to girls are also not given. So I completely agree with that.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Prerna would like to add on something to it. What's your feedback?
I listen to all, it's good. But I go with Priya that she said that we having physical education period once or twice in a week, so that might be hard. And if I say that our hockey team player, girls team player, that they didn't won the medal or something, but if they need a proper diet or proper games or equipment to play. But if we talk about diet, so that I heard that one of the player is eating chapati with salt, so that might be hit harder, because we want medal, we want India's medal, but we don't care about the equipments and diet for the players.
Fine, fine, very good, we understand. But right now you're presenting only the feedback on the discussion that has been held here, okay? I do agree with you, like if girls have to be given the opportunity, that certainly their diet, the proper coaching, proper facilities should be made available to them so that they can grab more goals in Olympics and any other games like that. But right now you just provide the feedback on the discussion that was held here. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so I did ponder upon the points which have been discussed, and I really agree with what Saurabh said, about the struggle, about the support they should provide during the struggle, and of course what Roshnak and Sarthak said, that the girl children are not being given that kind of recognition. So for example, we do not know what girls cricket team is, though we all know what boys cricket team is, so that's a very valid point. And what Priya said, that the physical education period which we have only once a week, the government should take an initiative, and I do think that's a valid point as well. So I do think the discussion is good, but I do think that some points which have been missed is that if the sports should be introduced, then there must be a lot of skills and that attitude of sportsmanship and teamwork that could be introduced as well. So yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Karan.
I would like to say it was a discussion, held a lot of good points, and all of them were really good. And I guess India does not have a good infrastructure for immediately getting into sports and getting, but India is improving, and many women are also. Now we can see there are Indian cricketers, women cricketers who are playing. There is also women IPL also this year, so we can say it is improving.
So gradually there is an improvement. Yes, thank you. Just tell me about the discussion that was held here. Was there anyone who was dominating in the discussion, or there was somebody who did not take part at all, or were there the points that were repeated, or there were some new points came in, or did it go logically? So all this feedback is required. If you can
very well. We have explained every point. We have given all the people on what are the drawbacks from India. And Saurabh and Sarthak have also given good points of India, why India is doing this. India can also, government of India can also, before winning the gold medal, they can initiate starting the study.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ramana.
Everyone had a good participation in the round. They were all going to talent, and they were equally getting participating.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the wonderful feedback and the wonderful discussion. Now slowly, if you can replace your places. Now the weather is fine. I think we can go on with the discussion for next 5 minutes. Yes? Distance, please. Distance. Distance. Yes? You come in the center, both of them. You in the center of both of them. Yeah. In the center. Alright. You can come this side a little. Okay? Yes, fine. So thank you very much. Now we have swapped over the places, and now group 2 is here for the discussion, and your topic is
impact of COVID-19 on environment.
Impact of COVID-19 on environment. Yes, the discussion will start now.
Good morning. Today we have all gathered here to discuss on the impact of corona pandemic on our environment. In my opinion, corona pandemic has killed the environment in many ways, such as noise pollution, air pollution, and etc.
Okay, so due to worldwide global pandemic, nature started hitting the reset button globally. So there were so many factors to ponder upon. For example, we got for the first time in many years, we got cleaner air, cleaner water. We could see animals returning to canals after 15 years. So yeah, the environment got healthy, and there were many positive effects on it.
Also, if we talk about the picture before pandemic, it was polluted a lot. Many people thronged outside their houses. Gases like CO2, CH4, methane gas it affected the ozone layer a lot. But after the people were locked down inside the houses, they were confined. There was no one outside, so there was no air pollution as such, and it was not affected on our health. So in a way, ozone layer was also revived.
What I do think is that from a young age I have been pondering about that the ozone hole that has occurred above the ocean, and I used to think that would this ever revive, and this situation happened which was very unexpected, and its reviving was very unexpected as well. So that is a good thing, but there have been a lot of negative impacts on environment as well. So since we needed a lot of kits to be produced, and there was a lot of medical waste that needed to be dumped, so we were producing that, but we didn't know how to get rid of that. So that is a thing as well, the chemicals and all going out from this.
After lockdown, as we have seen that many religious activities stopped, due to which many rivers like Ganga lesser get polluted, and the aquatic animals were easily able to breathe due to more amount of oxygen in the rivers.
As we all know, last to last year, the air pollution is so high, and we use the mask to avoid the air pollution, to get affected with it. But now we are using the mask to avoid the pandemic, and taking precautions and all for the COVID-19. And
we can say the negative impact was we used a lot of resources. You can see we used a lot of resources in vaccine, in production, in checking and all. So there was a lot of use of medicines also. So we can say there was a lot of use of resources also.
One of the major negative was also that there was a heavy burden on the medical industry, and 129 billion masks were disposed every month without proper instruction, without proper care. And since everything is being disinfected to exterminate the virus, we are not thinking that it also kills the non-targeted beneficiary species, and it causes ecological balance. So we have to think about everything, as there are many positives, equal amount of negatives are also there.
One more point we can take into consideration is that when a lot of deaths were happening, we didn't know where to dispose the bodies, what to do with them. So when they were being kept in open, they could have been a major source for the spreading of disease and all of that. And so that's a part of being the effect to environment as well.
Okay, so it is the last point here. Anybody would like to conclude now? After you. Yes.
In conclusion, we can say that Corona pandemic has done both. Corona pandemic has done well for environment, and it has also negative effects that Sugaran told us, disposable things and cutting of trees for bodies and etc.
Yes. Ma'am, this COVID-19 pandemic has given us a rare opportunity to just step back and assess what we have been doing for the past many years. We are so involved in our lives, we do not care about the environment, and now that we were shut for about 1.5-2 years, we started introspecting that what we have been doing wrong. And it's a short-term effect that we are seeing the positives, that we are seeing cleaner air, cleaner water. These might turn back to the normal from where we have came. It may get polluted again. So now it's a chance for us to revive ourselves, so that we are ready. Now we commit to ourselves. Now we adopt the principles of sustainable development, so that the conditions which we were living in 2.5 years back, now it does not come, and we get a more cleaner environment.
Yes, thank you very much. With this, we conclude here. Now let's start with the feedback. Would you like to start?
In my opinion, it was a very healthy discussion, and everybody very articulately presented their views. And there were a lot of points that I got to know about the negative and positives of impact of COVID-19. So I guess it was a very healthy and a splendid explanation by everyone.
Thank you. Yes.
It was a good discussion. They all mentioned the points, that the positive and the negative impacts of COVID-19 on the environment. I think it's a good discussion.
Yes.
So it was a very nice discussion, and all equally participated. But I agree with Karan's point that we should keep in mind that it can again get polluted, and we should preserve it. We should follow the sustainable development features, and we should keep in mind that we have not inherited these resources from our ancestors, but we have borrowed it from our future generations. So we need to save them for as well.
Yes, very good. Very rightly said and quote by, I think, Mr. Lesser Brown, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
It was a fruitful discussion, and many points which came out explained us how it has affected positively and negatively. But I would like to, I like the Karan's point that we need to preserve. The resources are those which can be used and preciously, and which can be reserved for the future. And through this only we can learn sustainable development, which we learned in lockdown.
Thank you. Yes.
Karan's point were more convincing, and the way he speaks is more convincing and stays in the mind of a viewer. As a viewer, I found Karan's and Kashish's point a bit similar. Though Kashish elaborated it in a good way, but I could see some similar points, and Prerna wanted to explain about the changes of use of mask, but somehow she couldn't explain her points due to lack of confidence. And Ramandeep and Anshul were there in discussion, but the points presented by them were not kept in the mind of viewer because they were not more convincing. If you see, Karan was more convincing. His way of speaking is more convincing for the viewer, and it's a treat for the viewer.
Okay, thank you very much for the elaborate feedback. Yes. Speak loudly, please.
It was very difficult, and I convinced the Karan how he explained it was very good, and I also convinced how it was the very good.
Yes,
it was really a beneficial discussion. They put both the points, like the lockdown helped in reviving the earth, and also due to increase in biomedical waste, there is a huge air pollution and water pollution also. And I really like the way and confidence of Karan.
Okay. So thank you very much for the wonderful feedback that you all have given. Now I think within such a short span of 15-20 minutes we were able to discuss two very valid points which are very relevant these days, and I'm sure we have come to the conclusion that if we are going to talk about more goals for India, then certainly we have to work, because India has already initiated, yes, with the I think number of goals that we have got this time, it has certainly motivated many youth of our country, and certainly they are going to get, and the country and the government is also going to work towards it. And when we talk about the effect of COVID-19 on the environment, that's also very true, that whatever has been attained now, the cleaner air and the cleaner cities, now that has to be maintained so that we don't come back to the same from where we started. So thank you very much for the wonderful discussion, and we look forward to many such activities in future. Thank you very much.